Thumbs up. Let's do this.
Leroy
It's
Jenkins.
Nostalgia Land. With your hosts, Matthew, Trey, and Tyler.
Let's go.
My name's Forrest Gump.
It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest star, G.I. Joe.
I'm gonna be honest, Tyler. I think you should do that every single episode. Something like that, dude.
Get the timing like that.
Yeah, just like, oh wait, why is he gonna play again? I don't want to play again. Okay, no, yeah, no, just like saying some quote from back in the day, like Leroy Jenkins or.
Okay, so here's the Earth.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's the Earth. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Nostalgia Land. Sorry, I hear. Is it playing again in my head? No, okay, it's just. That was weird. There's some other music. Anyways, welcome back. Trey disappeared for a hot second. But now he's back. There he is. Hey, this guy. Thanks for joining us today. We're continuing some Sinful sequels. This one is 1985's Return to Oz. Return to Oz. Sorry, I don't know why I do that. Return to
Matt,
Oz.
we were actually talking like last week, I guess, about introducing your daughters to horror movies. This is a great one.
Yeah, this is a good break-in. This is the original Saw movie.
This is nightmare fuel for children.
That's a great way to put it. This is Saw and nightmare fuel for children.
Like, oh, you want to see your friend the Scarecrow? You want to play a game?
I want to play a game. You're going to go in there and you're going to guess what ornaments are people. Okay, great.
Yeah, so many things from this movie lived rent-free in my head.
Yeah.
For
I didn't
decades.
remember this movie. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw this movie.
I'm sure I did at some point.
Because I saw it when I was little.
It was one of those that like Aunt Holly had like 9 movies on the same VHS.
Yeah, for sure.
This was on an Aunt Holly
probably
VHS.
like this, The Dirt Bike Kid,
Tommy
Page
Turner and the
Master.
Dead Traveler.
Yes, we got to do. We really do need to bring that Tommy.
Maybe for our 10-year anniversary, we'll finally give people what they want.
We give the people.
Oh man, that's assuming a lot of things. That's when we have our show on Netflix.
That's when nobody
Matt's
literally we have
Matt's
0 views, 0 listens, but it's just us.
It's just all 3 of us. No one else.
Matt's like, oh Tyler, you're assuming Trey's still going to be alive in 10 years.
Oh, brutal.
Hey, out of the 3 of us, I'm pretty sure you have the best shot.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's between Tyler and I.
Only because
I'm going first.
Only because of my profession.
Oh yeah, because of your professional. Yeah, and only because like I'm a dad, and I've noticed that a lot of movies the dad dies in it. And
dad, also dad.
Yeah, but good dads die. Like you got to be.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You horrible dads live forever.
Horrible dads. No.
Your kids grow up to stick it in your face.
I've had that theory for a while that dads who are a bit of a bastard, like you're like, oh, he was really nice when he did this, but he was a bit of a bastard. When it came to other parts of his life, they live forever. And if you think I'm wrong or right, please comment, join, like jump downstairs and let us know what you think. As always,
like, comment, subscribe if your dad's.
Yeah. If your dad's a bastard,
ring
comment,
that notification
subscribe.
bell.
If your dad's a bastard, hit that bell, give us a ring, and we'll connect you with the right therapist. No, but thanks for joining us again. This one, definitely, you're right. It's the horror movie without being a horror movie. This is the movie that like, they were making. They thought, oh, kids will love this. This will be great. They all seen Temple of Doom. This is easy, right? Like, no, this is worse in a different way because child abuse and I think child rights didn't exist when they perioded this movie because it's absolutely ridiculous how it starts. So let's jump into it. Let's go.
The first thing is she related to Benjamin Button?
Why?
Oh,
this is supposed to be 6 months later, like and she 19? Was 10 years younger.
Oh yeah, yes. Well,
okay,
yeah.
So let me get this out of the way right at the beginning. This is billed as a sequel to The Wizard of Oz, the 1939 classic, but it
Yeah.
is not a true sequel. What it is a combination of L. Frank Baum's next 2 books in the Wizard of Oz series, and it's much more true to the books. The books were darker. The books had a weird theme to them. That's why the Scarecrow looks so different. When you see the drawings out of the book, he matches it almost identically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had no idea growing up why she calls the Tin Man the woodsman. And what is that about? Like, he's the Tin Man. No, he's the woodsman in this movie. And there's still the Cowardly Lion, although it's a much different character. And she starts talking about Ozma, like right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you're wondering who the hell is Ozma?
The shit.
These aren't
Is
people
what do
we
we
know.
And the Scarecrow is the King of Oz. Was that in the original?
I don't remember that being like, hey, you're in charge. Like,
Powerful Oz.
yeah, I don't know. As Dorothy was ballooning her way out of Oz, I don't remember them being like, oh, by the way, you're in charge, Scarecrow man.
Apparently, there was a lot of
you.
behind the scenes stuff where, because MGM produced the original movie, the 1939 classic, and then Disney was fighting hard to get the rights to everything Oz, and that's why MGM gets credit for parts of this movie, because they use the ruby slippers, which are not true to the book. In the book, she had silver shoes, but the ruby slippers were so iconic that they couldn't go away from them. It would have just completely not made any sense at all. So they threw those in there. But yeah, that's why she's 10 years old. She's much more true to and that's why they call her Dorothy Gale instead of just Dorothy.
Dorothy.
And Aunt M instead of Auntie M.
Oh, right. Okay. Because Auntie M was trademarked?
I thought in the book she was 7.
Well, she's much younger is what it is. And Veruca Balk,
Farusa
Balk.
You're thinking of the girl from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
No. Her name is literally
it's Farusa
Balk.
But there's Faruka. Yeah, there's Faruka and from Willy Wonka. You're right, Trey.
Yeah, that's
Faruka. Good callback.
Salt. Who wants? I want it now. That's her.
I want it now.
Farusa Balk is the girl, and like just the most beautiful, piercing eyes.
Oh my God,
she's so haunting. Such pale skin, dark hair with these like bright eyes. Yeah, that like you feel like they're looking into your soul, especially on a big TV. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel like a part of me just disappeared.
Someone turn this child down. She's rocking my world.
Yeah. But she went on to star in The Craft, and she was in American History X, and then she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
She's Vicky Valancourt?
Yes.
I didn't even make that connection.
She's
That's
Vicky
awesome,
Valancourt.
Matt.
How did you not understand that was Vicky Valancourt?
Yes, she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
I was going to add that to our soundboard tonight to be like, she showed me a boobie and I like them too.
I didn't even make that connection.
Oh my gosh, yes, she's Vicky Valancourt from Waterboy. Was that 97? Let me see. I think that was 97. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, I could not watch this movie without imagining and picturing her slightly older face just going like,
yeah, outside the window.
You want me to kill them too?
What a great prop.
This will be with me. I made it for those listening and not watching.
You should frame it, put on the wall.
I made a cardboard that says, "You want me to kill them?" ? Because that's what she does in Waterboy. Okay. She was also in like Almost Famous. The Craft, American History X, which, man, if you're gonna watch that movie, you need a fresher on that. You need to watch like something really stupid just to feel better after that. Like,
American History X is a dark one.
Yeah, that's a dark one. That's one that's hard to get back from. God, when was Waterboy? Okay, there it is. 98. Oh man, yeah, 98.
So close, Matt. So close.
So close. There's a weird period between 97 and 99 that I think some interesting movies came out. And honestly, I forget the year 2000 even happened. I'm always like, didn't it just go from like 99 2001? I'm pretty sure. I was like, because that's my memory.
That was Y2K.
Yeah, and then we had nothing happened for Y2K.
Just a bunch of old Navy shirts and paranoia about the internet.
That's right.
Bunch of old Navy shirts. Old Navy was predicting if Old Navy didn't come out with the next, like the 2001 or the 2002 version, we're like, oh shit, Old Navy knows something.
Our dad had this Y2K Old Navy shirt that he used to cut the lawn in, and I swear he had that until like 2014.
I was gonna say like last year. Like, hey, that's the lawn cutting shirt. Dude.
Well,
like,
you know the trick behind that. There was like 5 of them, and he had all 5. And he
Yeah,
wore
probably
all
true.
of them. Yeah,
He thought the
had-
world was going to end, so he bought 5.
Well, he had mine. He had Travis's. He had yours.
No, he didn't have mine. I was like,
Yeah,
and
he used it. He used it to wash and wax the cars.
he took the family photo and he
Stretched
put
it out
all
till
the
he could
shirts
wear
in
it.
his drawer.
Yeah, he's not big on photos. Try to get my dad to either sing "Happy Birthday" or be in a photo is like trying to wrangle cats.
Oh man,
No,
challenge
he'll
accepted.
sing Happy
then.
Birthday, but it has to be at like 8 times speed. Like, so
Yeah.
about
Yeah, he
It
has.
can't
I
be.
don't understand. He has no patience for the song "Happy Birthday."
I honestly though I agree with him on that because I've gone to so many. You go to so many kids' birthday parties. Trust me, Trey, you're about to ramp up any minute. The moment your daughter starts to like a kindergarten or pre-K, oh my god, you're gonna get like 9 or 10
I
invitations.
used to be a teacher. You know,
Oh
we
yeah,
had
and
to
you were a
do
teacher.
that.
You're right. I'm sorry, God. What past life haven't you lived? But like, yeah, every time they go and it starts out the same. Happy birthday to, and so now I'm that obnoxious person at every party who's like 5, 6,
But yeah.
7, 8. Happy birthday to you. Like, and I'm that jackass.
That's why I like the Golden Rule one so much. We go happy
Birthday
birthday from
from all
Golden
of
Rule
us
to
to
you.
you.
We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey, and then we leave.
everyone runs.
Yes, exactly. Like this party is over. See ya.
We're done. No, I think that's the Emperor New Grooves version, isn't that? Where it's like, happy birthday from all of us to you. And
Yeah.
Krunk's like,
Oh, it's your
birthday. Ah. Oh man, that's one. Stay tuned. We're gonna
This
have
is
to do-
Disney. This is probably one of the darker Disney movies.
Honestly,
This
it's
and
up
the
there
Black
next
Cauldron.
to Black Cauldron and Something Wicked This Way Comes, which we're
This
definitely
was,
gonna have to do.
Pretty close after Walt had died, and Disney took a dark turn for a
Everybody
little while.
was sad.
Yeah,
They were like, the
all-
magic's dead.
they were trying to find their footing in live action. Before this, we got Flight of the Navigator.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple movies that were box office flops, which I think I told my Flight of the Navigator story, but I loved that movie growing up, and so did one of my best friends. And we decided one night we're gonna find that, we're gonna watch that. So we put it on, and the movie plays through, and both of us think to ourselves, "Where's the rest of the movie?" Like it was like 5 minutes long. Like,
Where's
where
the
the
good
hell?
part?
Yeah, like what happened?
Not the Rocky Mountains be rockier than this.
Exactly.
John Denver's
Exactly.
full of shit.
But this is the first time they used the blue background, white Cinderella Castle, Walt
Yeah.
Disney like shooting star logo. Matt just keeps holding up his sign.
Come watch us on our YouTube channel. If
Are
you're
they
not.
trying to subtly tell you that Walt has like a Futurama frozen head in this movie? The lady that has all the
With
head.
Mombi.
Oh, with Miss Mombi, Princess Mombi. Yeah, he might. That might be a subtle secret to be like, hey,
You've
it's
heard
real.
the conspiracy theory that they made Frozen so that people would stop Googling
Yes.
Walt
Disney
Disney Frozen
Frozen.
head. So when you
Yeah.
Google Frozen, it comes up with all the movie facts.
Makes
Yes.
sense. Makes a lot of sense. That makes
He's
much
cryogenically
sense.
frozen somewhere.
Yeah, I kind of don't doubt it actually. Now, like
I
with
also
all
think it's
the-
very funny that all the pictures of Walt from the theme parks and stuff, he's got his hand like this, and it's because they digitally removed his cigarette
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Because he was
That's
just
funny.
smoking the whole time.
the whole time. Because everybody
Smoke.
back then smoked all the time. Like you'd walk into your doctor's office and he's puffing away like a choo-choo train. You're like, what the hell?
Oh,
Come on over
Tyler,
there,
your
Winnie the Pooh.
best
I want
friend
over
in
there.
elementary and middle school whose
Yeah.
dad was a cardiothoracic surgeon, smoked
Yeah.
like a freaking chimney.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah. it was crazy.
It'd be like just tell people you probably shouldn't smoke.
Yeah,
But I'm going
don't do-
to. But you
do as I say,
you
not
probably
as I
shouldn't.
do.
Yeah,
They had
you,
this
you
super
probably should.
cool house on Red Road. It's massive.
Yeah,
on
It
Red.
was a-
Dad would just be sitting in the backyard, just
chain smoking.
I don't think I ever saw him smoke, but we never really saw him at all. He was always working.
he was always on call
Yeah, he was always
because
working.
he worked at like Ryder.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
You smoking?
But
You smoking yet?
Smoke.
But back to this movie.
We haven't even begun to like touch, but yes.
Well,
It's super long,
starts,
so it's fine.
It starts with them talking about how she can't get over Oz. Like her imagination has run wild with her. She's not sleeping. All she wants to talk about is her trip to Oz and everything that happened.
Yeah.
And her aunt M and her uncle Henry are basically just worried about her. They're very afraid that she's having some kind of mental issue because of the tornado. It's like a trauma response. And the tornado tore their house down, so they're rebuilding this new house. And the Aunt M gives her such a lame excuse. She goes out with the chicken. Dorothy Ann goes out with the chicken to find out if she laid any eggs. And Aunt M comes out because she finds a key that has Oz at the top. OZ.
Yeah.
And she's like, Aunt M, look, it's Oz. It's Oz. She's like, that's the key to the old house. I must have turned it 1,000,000 times. I don't think so, lady. Why does your house have Oz written at the top?
Yeah.
Or your key to your house. But
because you were there and you were there and you were there.
you weren't there, actually, but I'll just say you were for right now.
Yeah.
I like how they just made it mention that, like, oh, this poor child is imagining a fairy tale land. We should probably submit her for medical examination because she's 10. And back then, in this time of the Americas, she would already be a wife and have 3 children working a farm. So,
or she'd be working on the farm, which is the point that I was getting to, where the Aunt M says, "You're not sleeping, which makes you useless to me in the mornings." Like, no, I'm worried about your health or your mental health. I'm worried about the fact that you ain't getting the job done.
Yes.
That's why we had you.
The fields
There's
weren't
a
plowing
whole
themselves, Dorothy.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit out there that needs to be fed, watered, and walked.
Have you
I
seen
need
our
you
house?
up.
It's been 6 months and we don't have a roof yet. Get out there.
Listen, I lost 14 children in a single year. Do you know how long I moped about it? 3 hours. Why? The cows need a milking.
You just reminded me of an episode of the last podcast where they do the Donner Party. And
the Donner Party, yeah.
Yeah, they start from the beginning of the journey where they're going to take the Oregon Trail west, and they veer off the trail because some guy told them there's a faster way over the pass.
Never
follow that guy. And they end up eating each other, and the famous story comes out of it. But there's an hysterical part where they're reading this book for facts about the trip, and Henry Zabrowski says, "Hey, can I talk about all the ways you could lose people?" And he rattles off this list of kids just wandering off into the grass, and you'll never find them again because the grass 10 feet tall.
Yes.
And getting bit by rattlesnakes, diphtheria, all these horrible. It's so funny the way he just lists this crap off so fast. It's nuts.
Last podcast, man. Give them a listen and then come back and comment on our stuff. So maybe we can hang out with them. That'd be really
They don't
fun.
need any more listeners. They have plenty.
They're doing fine.
They are very funny, and they put on a great show.
They really do. I really enjoy their podcast. I'm so glad you turned me on to them because
really good show.
Good
show.
Good show.
Good show. Yeah. So immediately they're like, this child's lazy. Let's take her to a local doctor and shock her until she stops being lazy. And maybe, can forget about some place called Oz. And they built this, that's something when watching this film as a Disney film, I was completely surprised at how slow it absolutely is. There is a good half hour of this movie you could cut out based on just how much they're okay, here's Kansas. It's really wide.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot there. Okay, here's the town. It's pretty small.
Yeah, there's 3 buildings.
Here's Kansas. It's nothing there.
There's some guys living in some tents right outside of town.
Yeah, that did fire. It is they're actually doing pretty good.
They're 6 months from the turn of the century, or 2 months from the turn of the century into 1900.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think that this was pretty normal back then, and like the things like the medical science has done along the way that make you question things that are happening now that you're doing now. That they like yeah, let's take your kid and hook them up to these electrodes and shock the hell out of them, and that'll make them forget their imagination and their dreams. Or years down the road, let's give them a lobotomy. That'll fix it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They keep doing things we don't like. What should we do with them? Talk to them? Maybe find out why? No, just cut off that front part of their brain.
Lobotomy.
We're going to take this needle. We're going to stick it in your brain, and we're just going to wiggle it.
Take the stick. We're going to be shoving that right up your pee hole.
I love.
So that'll be 11:50.
I was terrified though to like look up. I was like, "Hey, when did they stop doing this to children?" And it's like an AI, Google, whatever, is like the practice hasn't completely stopped.
Yeah,
it's like
good thing she wasn't still seeing the scarecrow, or she would have got a lobotomy.
Yeah. Or if she was like, "I feel like voting," and they're like, "No," and they rattled the whole thing because this is 1900.
Back then, suffrage, women's suffrage.
It was real. It was around.
I don't like women suffering. That's not good.
Well, and it's funny because like the way life was back then is so crazy. Where they get in the buggy, they ride the buggy to town. They're riding for a long time, and then they happen upon the tents, and then it's like the courthouse, the general store, and one other building.
That's all you got.
And they're riding through on their way to this building, and she says, "Oh, I've never been past Franklin before." That's the town that they just rode through.
Yeah.
So she's only seen like 7 people in her whole life outside of her imagination and Oz. Right. Outside of her imagination and Oz, she's only seen like 7 people in her whole life. But
so no wonder she's making up things.
Exactly. They come to this beautiful, gorgeous brick building that becomes the torture chamber that luckily she doesn't stay in for very long. But even when she's in the house in the beginning, she's seeing Ozma in the mirror, and I'm like, who is this chick? Like
this ghost child, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to the original movie. Like this is so out of place, and it helped a lot when I started doing research on this movie and finding out that it's based on the other 2 books, and the second book in the series is about like a little boy who goes to Oz, and that's when the scarecrow or becomes like the king. I don't know. I didn't read it, but she's not even involved in the second book. And they basically took the second and third books and they melded them together, and it actually has like a pretty it has like good continuity to the story for 2 books being melded like it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah, so she goes there, and it's really funny because they're trying to get her to stop using her imagination.
Yeah.
And basically turn her into a robot that just works the farm. And she meets with the doctor and the head nurse, who for some reason is dressed like a vampire with the scariest black dress you've ever seen in your whole life, with like feathers
shoulder pads like, come up to here, dude. They're like 3 feet tall.
It's so bizarre and terrifying.
I had to stop it a couple of times because I kept thinking, are they getting taller? Like, is this like a sight gag thing? Like, are they just slowly just growing and growing and growing, and they're just getting like above her head? She's ducking through doorways to take poor Dorothy down this, like, honestly, Orwellian, oh God, who's the guy who does all the spiral staircases and stuff like that? Oh, what's wrong with me?
Alfred Hitchcock?
No, not Hitchcock. Escher. It's like an MC Escher like designed this hospital because like they're going down a straight corridor, and all of a sudden there's like curves and angles to this, and it's felt really odd and out of place, which I guess was the point, because they wanted you to make you feel uncomfortable coming into this place, and it wasn't great. I was trying to,
but she meets with the doctor who plays Merlin in the old Excalibur film. If you've never seen that, it's pretty interesting, and he's like super creepy in that movie as Merlin. And there's a really funny scene where a knight gets like cut with a big broadsword, like cut down his body, and like the part that cuts off is like like it's a rubber band. Like the effect is not good.
What movie?
It's called Excalibur.
Oh,
it's
man.
Like from the 70s, I think.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming.
But the guy who plays the Doctor in this movie and the Gnome King was Merlin in Excalibur.
Cool.
Nicole Williamson, I think his name was. Yeah, Nicole Williamson.
Yep. Nicole Williamson.
He rolls out his electroshock machine that's going to solve all of Dorothy Ann's problems, and then proceeds to get her to use her imagination to make it okay that he's going to take her imagination away with this machine
to make it okay. Because you see, this machine, it's got a face on it.
You
got
two
eyes.
You're fine. Quit your bitching. You're fine.
Exactly.
It's got
everything
a mouth.
okay.
Everything
It
bites
is
a
going to be
little.
okay.
You're going to be
what's
fine.
this? It's a tongue. Like, no, that's weird, dude.
Mm-mm.
Stop talking to me.
Stop doing this. How many children are you doing this to? This feels really well rehearsed. How many children are in Kansas within this like 30-mile radius of this little town? How many children have you actually seen and done this to? I don't think there's enough rooms in this place to justify. There's not enough people in the state to justify the amount of rooms that are in this hospital. All right.
There's also adults in this hospital.
Are obviously screaming.
Because you can hear them screaming for bloody murder throughout the whole place.
Such a kid's movie. Such a good gentle kids. I put this on before I sent my kids to bed. That's exactly what I was like, oh, this is perfect. They'll fall asleep to it.
I'm a good dad.
Yeah, because I'm a good dad.
Just a hint of bastard.
Bit of a bastard dad.
Bit of a bastard.
That way I get to live to see them get older and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Become bastards to their children.
Tell me I'm wrong. How many good dads have died early? You're like, son of a... But if you're a bit of a Airbud dad, it's gone. Page Master Dad still around, but I think he had cancer. I'll stop. Anyway.
Well, then,
my bad.
Auntie M gives her lunch pail.
Yeah.
And the head nurse says she won't need that. We have delicious meals here. Like, okay. Well, I'm still gonna leave this with her. And then she says, listen to whatever the doctor or the head nurse tell you. I'll be back tomorrow and everything will be okay. And apparently this electric shock therapy only takes like one night and you're good to go.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
See you tomorrow.
Once you start it, you just can't stop.
We'll have you back on the farm milking cows and feeding chickens.
No time flat.
No time. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. But as they're walking to the room, there's an orderly going by with a squeaky-wheeled gurney, and she's like, you won't need this. It just puts her lunch pail on it. The orderly looks at her like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what am I supposed to do with this lunch pail?
She's like, I want to eat that later. Just keep going. Just keep moving.
Delicious. It's for me.
Yeah,
delicious. That's for later.
Then they throw her in her room, and the same Ozma girl,
which is
shows
the
up.
Dustiest, dingy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a medical facility,
dude. This is like late 1800s, man. They had no
they knew
standards.
that dirt was bad.
I don't think they did.
Bad.
I'm pretty sure they thought bleeding was still a thing.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Like
bloodletting.
Oh, I got thoughts of liberty and equality in my head. Oh, I should probably bleed her out. Let her go.
Bring in the leeches.
Bring in the leeches. She's got thoughts of liberty and living on her own.
And like in Monty Python Holy Grail, there was a dude that just pulled a cart through the town, ringing a bell, going, "Bring out your dead."
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah,
I'm still living. I'm still happy. I feel happy.
Yeah, dude. It was great. It was great because I think they did it well in Wizard of Oz, which being a cultural phenomenon, because they took Wizard of Oz, and I was talking to my wife about this earlier today, because I was like, why is it we were so obsessed? Because we've made like 6 sequels and like prequels and side stories of Wizard of Oz now. I mean, there's the Wicked movies, which is 2. There's Oz the Great and Powerful. There's this one, and I think there's 2 other ones I'm not mentioning. Anyways, and I think it was just that in the 30, 40 plus years or so of silent and movies being made, the Wizard of Oz, the original one, suddenly combined everything together, which was the music, the color, the special effects, and also then just the epicness, the scale of a film and what it could be. These huge sets and huge props, and yes, the gravitas from the atmosphere of that film. And I think that's why we're so obsessed with it as a culture. But what I felt watching this, I was like, man, this just doesn't feel. It feels unremarkable. Like in that way, like nothing
comparatively
felt super special about it in that
indubitably.
way. Indubitably. I mean, not only as a Disney film, which I think is crazy that like it went through that whole production, and it's not a dig on Fairuza, because Fairuza Balk is fantastic in this as a young 10-year-old actress. It just felt like, you know, the plot, the sets, the special effects, the things we kind of used to seeing, there wasn't really something of note to it. It was just kind of like, yeah, that's creepy, okay, yeah, that's weird, and oh, that's a space, and all right, let's
I
roll
feel
with
like
that.
that's budgetary problems, because we think of Disney as this massive powerhouse today who puts out your Marvel and your Star Wars movies and all this stuff, but back in the day they weren't. They were known for animation. This was early in their, they'd only made a few live action movies, and the director was a one-time director who had worked on Apocalypse Now and on The Godfather as an editor.
Okay,
And
yeah, I thought it was just
a week into production, they fired him, and he made a phone call to three of his good friends, Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas, and they all called Disney and lobbied for him to be put back in as the director. George Lucas even saying, if he falls too far behind, I will step in and do the movie myself. And I think, and then they basically doomed the movie from that point on, because they didn't promote it well. And then they gave it a very short theatrical run. The critics torched it because it was dark and creepy and weird compared to the joyful, happy Wizard of Oz from 1939. It wasn't a musical.
Yeah, it was a musical.
You didn't have the Munchkins. Like, you didn't have all that, the whimsical side of it. Yeah. It was very dark. But it became a cult classic that a lot of people, and it was re-reviewed, and it was like stamped and labeled a cult classic after it went to VHS, because the kids that watched the movie and were creeped out by it ended up loving it as adults, and they still go back and watch it, because this was actually one of the movies that I didn't mind watching several times over, because it's so weird, and there's always something weird and new to catch that I missed before, especially when then after they put her in the room, Ozma comes in and she gives her a little jack-o'-lantern, and she's like, "Hey, Halloween's soon." And she's like, "Oh, I know, thank you." And then there's later Jack Skellington, or not Jack Skellington.
It's Jack Skellington.
Pumpkinhead, yeah, it is, but
Jack Pumpkinhead. Yeah, Tim Burton ended up saying that Jack Pumpkinhead was his inspiration for Jack Skellington in the Nightmare Before Christmas movies, which is why I was thinking of Skellington. But it's little things like that, and then like the characters appear in Oz. Like the doctor is the Gnome King, the head nurse is the witch, and it's like Mombi or whatever her name is. And then if you notice, like some of the orderlies are the Wheelers.
Yeah,
and it's like I like how it plays with this line of like, is it a dream? Is it real? Like, what is actually going on here? And it doesn't really ever answer the question. It just kind of leaves it ambiguous. Like, for her, it's real, but is it really? Like, it always feels like that, even to the end of the movie.
Because wasn't that was the thing in the first movie? That was the thing in the original, was that all the people, the hands that help out on the farm in the beginning of The Wizard of Oz is the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion in Oz. And so that's where it's like, well, is it real, or is this Dorothy hit her head a little too hard? Kind of situation.
That tornado really whipped her around.
Let me tell you, it threw her. But I do love I do love like a post-apocalyptic like idea around Wizard of Oz. I love the idea that they were like, okay, she goes back to Oz through falling in a river, because that happens. They try to electric shock her. They test the equipment, right? Like you do, right?
Right.
They test the equipment. They're like, oh yeah, it's good to go. And there's a storm. And as they're about to zap this poor child,
he's literally like flipping the switch.
yes, the power cuts out, and they're like, oh, thank God. And then we have Ghost Girl come through, who is
Ozma,
who's played by Emma Ridley. She comes through and she is able to interact with things on this plane, on this dimension, but not in her dimension. So she releases Dorothy, and they run to a river and they get swept out, and that's how they make it. Oz. It's not a tornado this time. It's just bad weather in Kansas might take you on a trip, is what I'm understanding. You just don't want to be outside when it rains.
If you're crazy and you pass out, you
might end up somewhere. Yeah, you might see some weird shit. Yes, exactly.
But it's funny how in the original version of Oz, it's, oh my God, we went to this magical place and there's this bright, bubbly, there's these people who sing to you, and then it's 10 out of 10 would recommend. You go back to Oz, it's like, this place sucks.
Everything's run down. There's nothing here. And for some reason, I'm stuck in a desert that if I touch it, I turn to sand, which they don't hold back in this movie. They show you later, oh yeah, someone falls, becomes immediately sand. It's not like agonizing. It's not like they're screaming.
And the way they show it, like he becomes sand, and then it zooms in on his head, his face, and half of his face like breaks off, and like sand, like, oh my gosh.
Once again, this broadcast has been brought to you by sand. It's everywhere. Get used to it.
For sure.
I just feel like that's probably like the cult classicness of this movie, is because like, hey, remember as a kid you saw that movie where like people were decapitated and then the person would shift their heads around and would wear the decapitated heads? Do you remember what I'm talking about? And you're like, what the hell are you talking? Oh yeah, it was a Disney movie. That's right. It was a Disney movie in the mid '80s. I remember watching it at my grandma's house. What?
You know, like you talk to your grandma.
You know, yeah. But I did like how they got back and they're like, oh, it's the Yellow Brick Road, and it's all like disheveled and like broken up, and oh, here's my house that originally killed a person. And I stole their shoes. Like in Grand Theft Auto 5. Just
Scarecrow, you need to work on your public works department, man. This is some bullshit.
This is some faulty ass roads you gotta run.
Well, yeah, they start off in the deadly desert.
Yes.
Couldn't
With
get more dark than that. Yeah.
Because Toto gets downgraded for Cluck McGee. Cluck McDuckfuck over here.
Oh, what's her name?
Belinda.
Belinda. But now forevermore. Cluck
McDuckfuck.
Oh, damn it. Okay, yeah.
Well, I like how it's taking Dorothy Ann a second to realize where she is now, because Belinda is speaking to her. She's asking, how did you get here?
How the fuck did you get here?
And she's like, how's my grammar? Like the chicken asks her, like, what? What are you talking about?
Like the chicken's an asshole. Like,
yeah, super funny character. And she says, like, how's my grammar? And then she says, oh, if we were in Oz, then all the animals could talk. And you see this kind of like, wait a minute, like, are we in Oz right now?
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, we're stuck in this river, in this lake. And then she's like, not much of a lake. And it zooms out, and it's a big pool of water with just desert everywhere.
A puddle.
Giant puddle. And then it shrinks down, and she's like, the water's going away. It's leaving. And then she says,
chicken is Captain Obvious. Like, it's breakfast time. Hungry.
Yes. Yes. So they leave there, and she has to jump on the rocks, and the weird faces start appearing.
That was
the
great,
rocks.
This shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm the Gnome King, but I control rock people.
I'm a rock person. Yes.
Yeah, he's all about the underground. Everything underground is his kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too cool you wouldn't know about
it. He takes over the Emerald Kingdom because he wants his emeralds back. Those are my emeralds. Like, you stole them from me.
That white guy behind the curtain stole.
Like I
that
told
old
it.
bitch.
It's so underground, people don't even know it's underground.
There's a scene in Justified, which I've been watching, where they mention the Wizard of Oz, and the guy's like, I've never seen it. He says, oh, you should watch it. He's like, Flying Monkey is not for me. And he goes, no, you should watch it. At the end, they go to see the wizard. Turns out he's kind of a pussy.
It's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Oh my god, yeah.
But then she goes out of there,
in...
and she's like, I think this is Oz. And then they see these trees with lunch pails growing from the trees. And she says, yeah, this is Oz. This is something that would happen in Oz. Lunch pail trees.
I had a moment where I was like, I'm having like flashbacks of something where there was a pizza tree on a Disney made for TV movie, and there was like a pizza tree shark that anyone who climbed up in the tree to eat the pizza got ate by the shark that was living in like the sand dirt around it. And please, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to Google it and see if I can find it.
Street sharks.
Yeah. 3 points if you can comment that what it is. I won't say it now, but I'll keep figuring it out. Yeah.
Welcome to Stazaland, where the points don't mean anything.
Yeah, everything's made up. The points don't matter.
Oh my god, I gotta look at a Pizza Tree Disney movie. Let's see if anything actually arrives. Okay. Found it. Yep.
Nice.
95. It'll be watched. Don't worry. We're coming to it. It'll be great.
Looking forward to it.
Hang on.
Super
buckle
excited.
in. Get ready.
Super duper excited to watch that. But yeah,
what did you just buckle into a spaceship?
I'm doing like a jet thing. Is what
I thought you were doing. Double pits to chesty. Get the nesty.
Put on your backpacks. Bring your oxygen mask to your face. Welcome to Earth.
Put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye. But then that's when she finds the yellow brick road, and
sort of.
Belinda, it's all overgrown. So much so that the bricks are like standing up almost, and they're all, it doesn't even look like a road really. And she's like, oh my gosh, and bends down and picks one up, and Belinda says, what? It's just a gold brick. And she's like, no, this used to be the yellow brick road. And we got to go to the Emerald City and find the Scarecrow. So they go to the Emerald City where it used to be, and it is just ruins, and there's like crap everywhere, and there's statues, just stone statues. And she realizes, like, wait, this is the Cowardly Lion, and this is the Woodsman, who is the Tin Man for some reason. I don't know why they changed it for the original movie to the Tin Man, but he's called the Woodsman in this one. And you start to hear like the squeaky wheels that sound almost exactly like the gurney wheels from and you get your first look at some of the creepiest characters, the wheelers, who like have these mask things on their head, and when they're wheeling around, they put their head down. And it just gives you the look of the mask, and it's like, oh god, that's scary as hell. Then they bring their face up, like, that's not much better. All the makeup they're wearing and stuff, it's horrifying.
I was like, oh my god, is this the Smashing Pumpkins tribute band? Who are these people? What is going on? I kept thinking, I was like, that's so stupid for them to be like going around with the face on the top of their head and be like, they can't see what they're hunting. They're just doing it by instinct, I'm sure. But I had so many questions about the physicality of these things. I was like, are those wheels part of their arms, or are they just on wheels and hands? Like, do they have
like
hands?
Their whole existence was wheels?
Their whole thing is, I'm a wheelie person.
Which, when you use your logical brain, they become so much less terrifying because they don't have hands or feet.
Right. You're like, what are they? They said they're going to rip me apart.
My mortal enemy. The stairs.
Stairs, yes, and exactly.
Apparently, a lot of the actors that were the wheelers were getting very hurt as they would come down things and like fall and break ribs, and like all kinds of stuff like that. But she uses the key to get in this room when they're running away from the wheelers who are trying to get them, and he screams like, "We're gonna get you and your chicken!" And like, the way that they talk and stuff is very scary to children. I remember it being very scary to me. But then I started to think, like, he threatens to tear them apart limb from limb and throw them into the deadly desert. But then as an adult, I'm thinking, even this 10-year-old girl could stop them from doing that. They don't have hands. And what are they going to do? Bite her? She could just like push them, and they're rolling backwards.
I was thinking she could run up some stairs, which actually they do recommend she do. Actually, they're like, go up those stairs, she'll be fine.
That's the plan at one point.
It does feel like a bit of like, because the actor, one of the main wheelers, his name is Pons Mar, and it feels like, hey, I'm a wheeler. Welcome to Jackass. But you're gonna throw this girl into a desert. How exactly?
Yes.
They can barely. I mean, you can really tell they're pretty uncomfortable. Like all these actors and people who like signed up, they're like, yeah, I can rollerblade, I can do this, and then they're like, I don't know, I don't think I can do this. This is outside of my abilities. I don't think.
Yeah, this is horrific.
Yeah.
What did I sign up for?
What are we?
You're going to see the Gnome King.
No, it's gonna be the Gnome King. Yeah.
Well, and then she ends up going to see Mombi.
Yeah.
Because they tell her that the Scarecrow was taken by the Gnome King, and Mombi can tell her where he's at and help her out. And so she goes into this castle, this like super ornate castle, but it's like covered in dust. And right before that, you meet the inspiration for TikTok, the app, because his name is TikTok.
His name is TikTok. And then he's TikTok.
He is the Oz Army, and they keep referring to just TikTok as the Army of Oz.
That's me, baby.
Yeah, I guess he is an entire army unto himself. But he has to be wound up, and not just wound up. His speech has to be wound. His thinking has to be wound. Yeah. His action has to be wound.
Yeah, trifecta.
This is a horrible way to design somebody. Like you couldn't like make the motion of the character wind him. No. Well, he just has to be wound at all times.
Well, like what if you want him to be like? What if you want him to be like really like actiony, but really dumb and not saying a bunch of shit about it later? Like just wind up the one and just push him out there. And be like, okay,
you wind up his action and his thinking, but you don't have to wind up the talking, so you never have to hear him.
He kind of looks like claymation Frosty the Snowman.
He does, like from from I know their thing. Their
from Frosty the Snowman.
Yes, yes. But yes, the name of the company. Thank you.
Nailed it. But even Belinda mentions when they first see him that he looks like the old copper kettle from the farm. Like it's everything is called back to like, wait, these are things that exist in the real world. Like, is this just this girl's knocked out and she's just having a dream? What is happening?
See,
but so they wind him up, and basically he says like, it was his job to wait in there for Dorothy Ann to come.
Yeah.
He was put in there by King Scarecrow, and he yelled out until his speech ran out. Then he paced around until his action ran out. And then he thought real hard until his thoughts ran out. And
I don't have thoughts.
Yeah. So then she winds them all up, and they go see Mombi, and he mentions how dirty the castle is, which is kind of a throwback to how dirty the hospital house was, whatever it was, because it wasn't a hospital, it was like a house with 75,000 rooms on weird angles.
Yes, it did.
But then you get one of the creepiest things I've ever seen, where Mombi is laying on a bed playing the harp, because they didn't have anything else back then. No TVs, no books, apparently. She's just like, pring, pring, pring.
This one goes out to all me heads.
She's like, regulators, mount up.
So she's playing, and she's like, this head doesn't know how to play.
Ding, ding, ding. Generals gather in their masses.
Bet you didn't know I could do that. But then she's like, oh, follow me. And they walk into this hall of heads.
Yeah.
And the creepiest part of this is that all of the heads are watching and moving, like in Futurama when the heads are in the glass jars. The Hall of Legends, the Hall of Presidents, or whatever.
Hall of Presidents heads with Agnew.
But they get to this one head, and she pulls out a ruby key and unlocks this thing and takes her head off her body and puts it down. And it just like, how is this girl just not like pooping her pants?
This is the inspiration for Jack Skellington and Billy from Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
It's terrifying.
It is absolutely. There is some moments in this movie where I was like, that kind of existence, this is hell. Like Dorothy went from Kansas to hell, and she is walking through some Dante Inferno like apocalypse.
This is circle 4.
This is number 4, where you are just a head in a chamber waiting for the body to like decide that you're I'm going to wear you for 24 hours.
Well, have you ever?
Sentient. No, I'm sorry. There's the sentience of it is all of the heads have different memories, which is what we learn and so like one head who makes a decision does not communicate to the other head that, that's what I, decide. So each one is an individual. So where is like the central person? Who is Momsy?
Well, Mombi is the one.
Mombi, yeah. Sorry.
Mombi is the one
that 32, I guess.
Yeah. Has all the trinkets and the powder of life and all the toys and like the rest of them are just there, just head. Her head is like in a special box with crap in it because that's her crap.
Mombi's the one that Al Snow took out. When
exactly. He was like,
Hers is the one next to Hamburger Helper. That's it's the next to that. There you are. Jesus.
and cousin it. But then so the girl, the head that she changes to, takes her and grabs Belinda by the feet, and they're all terrified of chickens, which doesn't make any sense for the whole movie until the very end, and then it still doesn't make any sense at the very end.
Pisses me off, yeah.
But she drags her up into the tower and throws her into this room, and because when she's looking at her, it's all very nice and very creepy, and she's very kind to her, and then she says, "Oh, you're beautiful, not like really beautiful, but you could be pretty. I'm gonna lock you away for 10 years." Until your head matures, and then I'm going to take it off your body and use it as the next box of heads. What the hell?
Unless my jack-o'-lantern eats you.
All I keep hearing is do 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 do.
No, the thing is, have you ever seen those like people that do video game reviews and they're like, and this is where Dead Space turns into a horror game. It's like, and this is where Return to Oz turns into a Saw movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
That's 100% it.
Yeah.
But then she throws her in this room, and that's when you meet Jack Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Who is some kind of like learning disabled child.
Can you check me for spots of aging?
I don't want to rot before I actually get a chance to see the world. And my mom built me to scare away the Gnome King or Mombi, one of the two. I can't remember. One of the bad guys.
I don't know animals.
Yeah, but it worked for a second, and then Mombi like whooped his ass and threw him in this room.
Yeah, because Mombi was like, "Oh, it's a pumpkin."
Oh, it's a pumpkin. My god!
I guess he doesn't even have sentience at that point. He's just a scarecrow.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Then Mombi puts powder of life on him, which brings him to life.
Yes.
It's very confusing.
It's so she can torture him. It's so that she can make him alive and make him feel and then torture him to death. That is my assumption of her way. So
she can find where Ozma went.
Yeah.
And where they're hiding.
For Yzma.
Ozma. But
Yzma.
So then she puts them back together, and then there's this creepy vibe for the rest of the movie where he asks, even though you're not my real mom, can I call you mom? Like,
no.
Why?
No.
This is odd.
I'm 12.
Why are we just layering the odd? It's not needed.
You know what?
There's enough odd.
I'm just going to go alone. I think I'm fine.
I'll be okay by myself.
I'll be all right.
But, okay, she's right. You're kind of scary. Not because of like how you look.
But I definitely don't want to take your corn. I don't want any corn from your fields. I
really, really wish she hadn't used the powder of life on you.
That's
how you find out about the powder of life. And
okay, I got a gripe with this part of the movie.
Yes.
How is she snoring?
She don't have a head.
She's a body.
Well,
There's no head. You can't have a deviated septum if you don't have a septum.
not to play doctor here, Trey, but what if it's that the airway was, because there's no head, the airway was, kind of flopping in on itself a little bit, and that's why.
But where would you get the from? It would just go.
That's horrifying in its own way.
Yes.
Why do we?
This is getting creepier. I love it.
Because all it would be is your trachea, because your vocal cords not here, not in the trach.
Your vocal cords not here.
So think about like when you lose your voice, it doesn't hurt down here.
It doesn't hurt so much here or here, right here.
This thing,
See, Richard, I knew
that
it.
means that head is sitting on top of a mantle somewhere going.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. With one of those sticky like nose things on.
Breathe right.
Try to, yeah.
You walk down the hall a little further, and there's one with the whole CPAP machine on.
I'm just breathing through. Oh my God.
Whose head is that? That's Marvin's.
Well, that's the head we don't use anymore.
Yeah.
That's the head we use for spare parts. Like has a half a ear missing.
Yeah, when we need collagen, that's why we go to. We need.
I was
stem
half
cells.
expecting that little freaking doll from Saw to just bike his way out into the.
Oh, he's back there. Don't worry. He is.
Yeah.
He is honestly back there in this nightmare scenario of existence, because the powder of life not only brings them back, but they then bring back a Gump,
Yes.
which is a green moose
and not Forrest.
and not Forrest. Yes, that's and not a Southerner
Looks like
who
a
accidentally
rotting
invests in Apple computers without knowing what that is. Yeah, this is the part, because there's several times where they're like, okay, well, we got to go get the head, but we got to get the living powder from there, and then we can get out of here. And they pour the powder on the Gump. The Gump becomes alive. And I want to make an argument that several times throughout the rest of the movie, the Gump kind of makes a point of like, oh, just let me die.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this kind of existence.
Yeah.
Because he's upset. He's like, you're attaching me to couches? And now I fly. I was this majestic beast in the forest somewhere one day. I hear a huge bang, and now I'm here, like morbidly attached to these chase lounge with palm fronds, and you're claiming aerodynamics. That's
because she steals the powder of life from the real head of Mombi, which is the nurse. The head nurse from from the real world. And as soon as she grabs the powder of life, the nurse's eyes like shoot open, and she starts screaming Dorothy Ann.
Yeah.
My dumbass was like, there's somebody from the real world in this movie.
Like MTV?
Yeah, Puck.
Is this Ashton Kutcher?
Puck was one of the Wheelers.
Oh, Puck, yeah.
I'm so freaking stupid.
We love you.
Oh, thank God you operate on people.
Yes. So they have the chase lounges lashed together, and they have like palm fronds on either side as wings.
Yes,
and that makes it fly. Cool, yeah, for sure. But. So they're like, fly, and he's like, I can't. And they say, yeah, you can. He's like, I don't have wings. Yes, you do. Okay, so he starts flapping his wings.
Okay.
And yeah, like, sure, why not?
I don't have wings. Yes, you do. Oh, okay.
And then Princess Agnew comes running in the room to stop him with her real head on. I mean, Mombi, not Agnew. Agnew,
yes.
Yeah, he's a robot
is
too.
Nixon's guy.
Yeah, Nixon's vice president, Agnew.
Futurama.
But so they leave out of the castle, and Mombi starts yelling at him, and this is very callback feel to when the Wicked Witch of the West is screaming at the monkeys to go get him. The monkeys fly out. She screams at the Wheelers to go get him, and like, how are they going to get him? They're flying like way, way up in the sky.
Yeah, and
the Wheelers are rolling on the ground. They don't have hands. They don't even have fingies.
No. I don't have no fingies.
And they go over the deadly desert, and that's when you see the Wheeler falls down and like slides into the deadly desert and turns to sand, and his head falls in half.
Oh, it's rough.
And
dude.
then they're flying towards. They can't turn, so they're just flying straight towards the Gnome King's mountain. And you get the scene where the Wheeler's true purpose is shown, where Mommy comes down and she's like, "Take me to the Gnome King," and she straps these bitches up to a sled like they're a bunch of huskies in the Alaskan wilderness, and she's like, "Mush!" and they go.
Yes. And they look so awkward. They honestly, these actors were probably like, "Okay, the physics of this really gonna work?" Because I'm not sure anymore.
Not at all.
They don't work at all, and it's really obvious that like there must have been some kind of track or drive, and that they were just kind of like told like, just hold on.
Yeah, just don't fall.
Just don't fall. You'll be fine.
You don't have the money for this. Just hold on.
It's really hard to believe that like Spielberg and Lucas and Paul McCartney for some reason were all about this movie. Like there's an ad. I'll see if I can find it real quick. Where Paul McCartney for some reason is in the promotional material. Here, let me show this because this is weird. Yeah, it doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me. What did Paul have to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
Am I crazy? That is Paul, and it says Paul. It's Paul McCartney and Farousa.
Yeah.
Deep Roy was the Trey's recording has stopped. He'll be right back.
After these messages, he'll be right back.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't figure out why Paul was a part of this, and it wasn't like there was music to be done or anything. You're like, "Hey, you're back. What's up, buddy? How's it going?"
It's just unstable.
That is all
We
right.
missed you.
I missed you.
That's what. If I've been looking at my phone, I apologize. I've been trying to like prioritize my computer and all that through my phone.
Totally get that.
Nice. Yes, we do. Yeah. So then the Gump ends up crashing into the Gnome King's mountain.
Right.
And then he's just ahead again, and he's super excited about that. He just wants to be ahead.
Yeah, I'm a llama again.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, he's like, "Just leave me. I want to die here." And there's no fall damage in Oz, by the way.
None.
No fall
None.
damage.
No.
None whatsoever.
None.
It's like Mario. You can just.
And they go in and they meet the Gnome King.
Yeah.
And that part's super creepy with all like the hands coming out of the rocks and the faces showing up in the rocks and stuff. And then the Gnome King is the doctor from the clinic that wants to electroshock her.
Yeah.
And
the doctor.
He basically goes through this whole spiel about how he took over Oz to get his emeralds back because the emeralds were stolen from him. And he's like, "That's my shit. I'm coming to take it back. Like, why did you steal it from me in the first place?" And then Dorothy Ann starts crying because she's saying, like, the emeralds were already there when the Scarecrow became king. He didn't take them from you.
Yeah.
And so then the Gnome King feels kind of bad, and he's like, "Don't cry. I'll give you a chance. Are you willing to play a game?"
I want to play a game.
Trey's Saw theory comes to life.
It's
right
there.
in front of your
It's
eyes.
definitely there. I want to play a game.
And he gives each of the Oz army a chance, three chances to go into this room, because she slides down this slide, and when she gets to the bottom, the Scarecrow's there, and he's terrifying.
The most horrific thing I've seen. Yes,
his eyes are like the size of my face.
Yeah, dude. Like, "Hey, Dorothy, remember me?
And they're dead. They are dead, and they are looking out into the cosmos of existence. Like
if I was Dorothy, when I slid down to the bottom of that slide into the Scarecrow's arms, I'd be like, "Gnome King, get me out of here! Save me from myself."
You know what? Kill it. Just kill it. I'm fine.
Kill it
just
with fire.
Kill it with fire. Just punch it out. I'm done. I loved the animation around the Gnome King though, and his little like henchman, like the clay face rock thing that keeps showing up, because that was beautiful claymation. That's some of the best claymation I've seen in my
You know
entire
that
life.
the Jack Pumpkinhead is played by Brian Henson.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
And
I
Brian
didn't.
Henson
I did
then
not.
made Dark Crystal and
Mhm.
then made
Became
Muppet
Hobble.
Christmas Carol. And so
Hoggle, excuse me, Hoggle.
It was Hoggle.
Became
And
Hornswoggle.
another one of the weirdest parts in the movie, the behind the scenes facts, is the guy who plays TikTok
Yeah.
is a gymnast, and there were two of them, but he had to literally be bent over at the waist completely,
Yeah.
like head to toes, basically, to make it walk. And he could only do it for like an hour at a time. But
I could
how
only
he
do that
could
for
do that for an
5
hour,
minutes. Yeah, but it's an
I wouldn't be able
hour?
to do that.
Dude,
Try
gymnasts
to bend me that
nuts.
way, I'd be like, my back. I think I need to back you out of me.
Doctor says I need a bacchiotomy.
He's like, listen,
Yes.
we need you to fold over and smell your own taint for an hour. And you got to also
You get the
walk
tape whip?
around.
You get the tape whip going?
I hope you double pits to chesty
Yeah.
service the nesty before you went into this suit.
Yeah,
I hope you went dummy nesty because
Mm-hmm.
because you need the. I hope you got the ranch dressing on that flavor. Because
Oh, gross.
this is going to be rough. Because I was amazed. I was really impressed actually by a lot of the practical effects of this, besides the claymation and stuff. But the practical effects are great and they look
Yeah.
great. And I there was some mystery around. Okay, how did they make TikTok walk? And then I found one photo where, like you said, he's in half and
Yeah.
it's somehow going upstairs. Like that was crazy, dude. So
Yeah.
I don't
going
know
up
how
the
that
stairs,
works.
going downstairs, then
Going up,
Going up
sideways,
sideways
going
stairs.
going upstairs, going downstairs. All right.
But yeah, so and then the head was robotic.
Yeah.
That they had like a remote control for TikTok. But she goes inside the room finally, and she because the TikTok has stopped moving, and so she says, "Oh, I forgot to wind his action." But really, it was him using his thought winding, and he freezes so that the Gnome King will let her in, and she can see what he picks and what he turns into, hopefully, and then that will give her a clue to free the other people that are in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as Dorothy starts making her picks, Mombi shows up, the evil witch, and Gnome King's busy laughing at her, making her lay on her face, and
Yeah.
doesn't realize that Dorothy's closed her eyes and using feel to figure out and she's only got one guess left on these because he's turned them into ornaments.
Yeah. No,
which-
she's using her
He's a
witchcraft.
Christmas guy.
yeah,
She's
she's
a
using her
witch.
witchcraft.
She's using her witchcraft to find the peoples that have been turned into the ornaments is what she's doing. And that's why they're like, oh, another reason to shock her back in the real world. She keeps calling on the darkness.
She picked me up with her mind powers and shook me like a dog.
Yeah.
If it floats, it's a witch. She's a witch. But so
Attack.
yeah. So she grabs this green emerald and she says Oz, and it turns into the Scarecrow King, and she realizes like, oh yeah, creepy eyes
Hey.
looking into another dimension, dead-eyed guy.
Must find picture. Keep going.
But then they realize like, oh, it's the green items in the room, the bright green like emerald items.
The Emerald
City. So they start finding them, and the Witch King gets super pissed off and starts to destroy the room. And the Gnome King, and he turns into this huge rock monster, like he's out in the Neverending Story.
yeah.
And all the rocks are hollow. Yeah, all the rocks are hollow because of the nothing. But he picks up Jack Pumpkinhead, and the whole time Belinda the chicken, who they're all terrified of, is missing ever since they crashed on Gump.
Yeah.
And when he picks up Jack Pumpkinhead and starts shaking him on to eat him,
Whoa.
yeah, he's shaking him to eat him. Notice I didn't tilt my head back or open my mouth, you sicko. He's trying to, he's like threatening to eat him, and the chicken finally lays her egg,
Yeah.
and it falls into the gullet of the Gnome King.
What?
And for some reason, a fresh egg
Well,
is
fresh,
straight
yeah.
up poison. And even the rocks, like the Hinchman rock walls, start going poison, and then they're like pushing themselves in, so like there's a hole and like an arm. Did you notice that? Like they're gone like this, and there's just like a hole and an arm.
I'm done.
It's so bizarre.
But
And
what
it
happens if they're
kills-
hard boiled? Is it still poison?
I
Which
don't
is
know.
Stupid because everybody knows that paper beats rock, not
That's
egg.
right.
Not chicken
They should have
or
been.
egg.
Oh, she brought a
Rock,
book.
paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no feathered chicken egg.
She brought a book she can read. Shocker again.
Son of a
She
bitch,
can't
kill her.
read in this era. Women aren't allowed to do anything.
Which who's the comedian that's like, Dimitri Martin, where he's like, rock smashes scissors. Yeah, these scissors are smashed. I can't use these. Scissors cuts paper. Yeah, this paper strips. You can't write on this. Paper covers rock. Rock is fine. There's no structural damage to rock. Rock could break through paper at any time. Say the word.
Say the word.
Say the word. I love it, man. Yeah. And it's not really a happy ending. It's not really a sad ending because she just goes back to Kansas.
Well,
Okay, what I want to know is why does that lady get arrested? Like,
Well, hold on,
you
we'll
just
get
tortured
there.
her
Yes,
in
we will-
Oz.
yes.
What
Yeah,
the
we will
fuck?
get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So they take her back to the castle. They're all celebrating. Apparently, Veruca, the actress, passed out during this scene because of the heat
You've done
on
that.
set.
It's me.
Matt has. Yes.
I've done that.
Yes.
I tried to
I'll tell
point.
ya.
Like, you've done that.
Like,
Oh, well,
people
you
get
probably did, but my little box that shows me is like in the way.
I have done
So they're celebrating, and Queen Ozma is back, or Princess Ozma is now back, who was the girl in the mirrors and everything, but she gets taken out of the mirrors by the power
mirror.
of Dorothy Ann.
By the Mirror Master.
By the power
Yeah.
of Farusa. Bog is what
Yeah.
it was. It was the power of Farusa.
Yeah, she showed me her boobies, and I came
No.
out of the mirror.
She's standing us. We can't say
It's
that.
water from a glacier in Alaska.
We can't say
It's
that.
always cold.
Still cold.
Still cold.
Yeah, dumbass. That's what he told you earlier in the movie.
So then they're all like, "Oh, stay here and rule Oz," and she goes, "I can't. I have to go back to Kansas, where I'm like a farm bitch."
Then the hand monster from Pan's Labyrinth comes out and he's like, rule on.
Help
For real.
us. We need
then-
health care. Be the
So
queen. Sorry. I'm done.
the Princess Ozma says, "Okay, I'll send you back on one condition, that I'll check in on you from time to time, and whenever you want to come back to Oz, all you have to do is say the word, and I'll be back." What?
Well, and good thing that the Rock King and Dorothy have the same size.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
fantastic.
throws the monkey wrench in that plan.
Well, and that was my point too. This Rock King is really enjoying those ruby slippers a lot.
How'd you get this power, Gnome King? Slay, bitch.
Cause I'm sexy whore.
Gotta turn up.
Working it. Now it's gonna get some rock teenies up in here, and we're gonna have some rock mimosas, rock jokes.
Rock jokes.
It's gonna be like Rock Vegas around here. It's turned into the Flintstones movie again. So, yeah, I definitely with the Rock King. I mean, with the Gnome King. Excuse me, Gnome, and Gnome is spelled Nome. I loved his character. I loved the animation, but his voice sold it. His voice made it creepy. Like the choices he made were like, "Shall we have refreshments?"
Yes.
And you're like, who's talking? Like
Jim Carrey's
What?
again. He's just influenced other movies.
horror. He does. He makes like this clicking sound a couple times, and it's really subtle as in the background. But man, does he love some mid tops on those damn slippers, dude.
Yeah.
He wore those proudly, and that was the first thing. And it's hard to say if like what is the power of these slippers, because in the first film they just kind of said, oh, like you can kind of do stuff.
No,
You
they're
go
given to
home.
her by the good witch,
Right.
Ariana Grande.
And they're like, oh yeah, they're given to you by Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is like, hey, if you click these together and say I want to go home, you can just fucking go home. But then like this movie
But they
makes it
won't
where
help
it's
you
like
put on weight.
what?
But they
Oh,
won't help you
shit.
put on weight.
They won't help you put on weight.
Poor Ariana Grande.
Oh my god, pray for her.
She's fine.
I hope so.
I
Well,
hope she
feels
eats
good
a
to
lot
do
of sandwich.
In this movie, though,
No, but think about that though. You can go back to Kansas from Oz, so these shoes basically like warp the space-time continuum. Like these shoes are the flux capacitor.
Yeah, but they're always throwing you out like in rivers and shit. Like you're gonna like if you keep transferring,
they haven't perfected this.
I guess they haven't perfected the science, but you're gonna end up in a well, is what I'm saying. You're gonna go from Oz, you're gonna be in the bottom of a well.
You're gonna be Baby Jessica.
You're screwed. Yes, yeah.
And then Toto's gonna come over like, hey, help.
Do you guys remember Baby Jessica?
I don't know.
There's like an 8-year-old girl, or maybe even younger, got trapped down this well, and like it was like a national news story.
Oh,
yeah, it was crazy back in the day in the 80s, and like they had to like send a dude down like this tight. I don't know how these people, like these cave divers and these spelunkers, no thank you, no thank you. I am not going in a space so tight that like, I got stuck and now I'm dead.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Especially underwater.
Hard pass. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like,
because if I was underwater,
take my tank off to get through. I don't think I'm going to get through. I'm going to go back up.
No,
I'll see you guys later.
And underwater, I would totally be like, one of the main things they try to like teach out of you is like, if something happens, you don't panic and take off your goggles. Because you immediately think, I'll just get out of this reality for a second. And like, oh no, this got worse. That would be me. Day 1, hour 1, minute 1, whatever it is, something goes wrong, and you're like, oh shit, well no, just take these off. I'm done with this complex system of existence. We're not doing this anymore. Okay.
Like imagine like, oh no, he drowned. Why didn't he just take off his goggles?
He could have been home
on the boat like that, like clicking his heels together, like he's wearing ruby slippers.
Well, he would have been in the well, but we could have found the well.
At least we could have found him.
We could have found the well. I can't find him in the goddamn cave. I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there like that. Don't do that
so
noise.
Funny, like the goggles are just.
I imagine it's like Star Trek. Oh, he reset. Oh, he got to reset a little bit.
Yeah.
He got to go back.
You're just standing on top of the water.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He used his goggle thing. That's
Thank God. Thank God I did the goggle thing.
Took off his goggles.
Do you guys? Do you not know about the goggle thing?
In Hawaii, you transport home. What happened? He took his goggles off.
Do you not know about the goggle shit? Oh my God. You gotta try it sometime.
Oh my God.
I found a photo of the guy. This is smelling taint, dude. He is sniffing his own farts for an hour.
That's TikTok?
Yeah, that's the TikTok costume. And it's in a bubble. I mean, that dude is like, what are we having for lunch?
Fuel that is Scarecrow.
Yeah. Well, I got a photo of that too. I'm going to share that as well. But on this one, I can't imagine him being like, what are we having for lunch? Crafts table services. What are we doing? They're like enchiladas with extra onions and spicy corned beef.
No dairy.
None.
No dairy.
None for you. No dairy for Paul, who is going to be sniffing his own crotch.
I wonder if like in between takes he could stand up. And,
I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if that was...
they would take the top of the suit off. Like the top of that circle would come off.
Well, dude, that's like in pageant one year. I had to wear that stupid Frosty the Snowman head, and that head weighs like 30 pounds.
Sniffing your own farts for like an hour, right?
You're just like, what? Oh, shit.
I'm just hotboxing myself is what's going on. Just burning through. And then the glorious nightmare that is Scarecrow.
Oh, good Lord.
Can you imagine that sitting in the corner of your bedroom like, we're going on an adventure, Dorothy?
The last one you'll ever go on.
Come on.
That's like what you see when you have
your goggles.
That's what you see when you're experiencing sleep paralysis.
Yeah, this is my sleep paralysis demon.
Good evening, Dorothy. I'll be your sleep paralysis demon this
You're like, oh God, trying to take the goggles off.
For some reason, I can't move. For some reason, he's just singing Mumford and Sons songs over again. I will wait.
No, it's all the electrical. It's all the electric guitar shit that came out of their like third album that was garbage that nobody listened to.
He's singing the Garth Brooks Southern Rock album.
Yeah, he's Chris Gaines. He's Chris Gaines in the corner.
Oh my God!
He's got like the emo haircut covering one eye.
And tonight will be
the night.
Yeah.
over again.
No, but for him, it'd be like, over again.
Yeah.
Like Nippy's voice.
What is it? Or
Won't even change my voice.
It's like
he's doing
it's
Jimmy
like
Eat
a
World.
mix of Barney and
And Goofy.
It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the run. Everything
I'm going to
be
teach you new meaning of the Mickey Mouse Club.
It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come
Jesus.
inside, I'll kill you inside. Anyway. Oh my gosh, dude! Yeah, whoever
You can't
designed
run and you can't hide.
that, whoever designed this deserves so much more credit and awards
Well,
than I think is
it's-
given.
It's L. Frank Baum. It's the
How-
writer of
How did
the original books.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
How did the table read for this costume designer go? Like, just describe your nightmare, and I'll make it.
yeah. Just give it on. I also thought in the moment that the director of photography read in the script, Dorothy walks into a palace tower that is head to toe, floor to ceiling, covered in mirrors. just that idea of being the photographer to be like, how are we going to hide the camera
Right.
in the room of mirrors? Everything's low angle on this shot, nothing above the head. We're done.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Sorry. That's what I
Well,
think.
then she decides she needs to go back, and Ozma says, "I can reach you at any time, and if you want, I'll bring you back to Oz at the drop of a hat." And so she goes back, and yes, she gets thrown back onto the side of the river, and Toto comes and finds her.
And she's
And-
like bloody, like she's beat
Yeah.
to hell.
But she like got whisked away down a river. They're like, we almost gave up. They've been searching for what, days
Yeah.
at this point? Hours, days? You don't know.
Hours.
It must
Months
have been
apparently
hours.
because they rebuilt the
hours.
house while they were looking for
Hours.
Dorothy.
Because they're
Well-
like, you know what? After a day, we're just going to make another one. Let's just make another kid.
Well, yeah, it's been hours because then the uncle finds her because Toto found her, and she's like, Toto found me, yay! And then Aunt Em comes over and hugs her and basically starts explaining to her that, like, right after they ran out of the house, it was struck by lightning and
Yeah.
it burned to the ground. But luckily, nobody was hurt except for the doctor,
who
who
died?
ran back in to get the face equipment, the electric shock stuff, and
Yes.
he died in there because sure.
Because somebody dropped an egg on his head when he
Yeah.
ran back in.
Don't you
know And I'm then-
allergic to eggs?
As they're talking and hugging, Dorothy looks to the side eyes. Not quite as good as Gianna's side eye. I mean, Gianna's side eye is legendary, but gives him side eye, and there's a carriage, a police carriage, rolling away with the
Mumsy.
the nurse in it, the head
Yeah.
nurse.
We're like, what?
Yeah, and in Oz, she was in a cage just like that.
Yeah,
but you know why she was in there? Because they were electroshocking people to the point that they're in the basement screaming out because they've destroyed these people.
Yeah,
They're
but like you said,
torturing people.
back then it was like, well, they used to cut parts of your brain out. You think they care if they shocked you?
Yeah, but these
Screaming.
are you got to keep it shush. You can't let it out.
I'm fairly sure
Once
they
the
were.
fire starts, you're going to jail.
I'm fairly sure they were still prescribing meth as a
Cocaine.
thing.
Cocaine was in Coca-Cola.
And opium.
And meth.
Opium. They would give
cocaine
opium.
to cure what's that thing?
The consumption.
Reading.
Yes, they tried to fix reading with cocaine.
Pretty sure it was up there.
It's like
Pretty
one of
sure.
my favorite lines from
Opium.
Dodgeball, where they're like, "Remember, Dodgeball was invented by opium-addicted Chinamen. They threw severed heads of their enemies at each other."
Beats books. Totally beats books. What is this, reading? No. What about
Queer.
words?
Yeah. Well, then so then it cuts forward a little bit in time, and they're back at the farmhouse, which is now pretty much completed. And
There's no way. It took them 6 months to get a quarter of a house done, and now it's like, we got it.
That's fine.
No
We're done.
problem. Winter's on its way. We got to get this done. So
Now that you're not useless in the mornings, that you're sleeping again.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So she's in her own bedroom and she looks in the mirror and there's Ozma and holding Belinda with the Oz key around Belinda's neck, the medal. Yeah, and she's like, Aunt Em, come look at this. And she's like, shut up, bitch. You can't tell her. They're gonna think you're crazy and they're gonna burn you down in a house again.
Bring me 2 Coca-Colas.
I have a splinter.
Yeah. And she's like, oh no, what is it? I'm busy. She's like, never mind. It was just a reflection. And then she rushes up the stairs anyway. It's all confusing. But then she
You
says,
fell in a river.
Yeah, it's too nice of a day in here. Take your goggles off and go outside.
Teleport back.
Yeah, go into the well. But so she ends up outside playing with Toto and scene. Movie ends there.
End movie. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, go to Disney Plus and watch this movie.
It's some good nightmare fuel.
It is super weird and strange, but I think it's really good. It's really well done.
It's not bad.
It's super creepy and fun.
Yeah.
It's not like a great movie, but
it's not bad.
Like it's a great introductory movie for children into like the horror genre, the scariness of it, because nothing really bad happens except for when the guy falls in the deadly desert. But you could watch a wheeler fall in the desert. Who cares?
Yeah,
they suck.
My kid wasn't crying over them.
Yeah. You're kind of happy as a child when the wheeler gets his just desserts.
Just from being creepy, because they do that weird, like, we're not going to talk in English. They just make sounds at each other. And it's obviously like, oh, that's their native language. Like, they just have this moment where he's like, ah, and the other one goes, ah, ah, and it's such awful.
It's crows, apparently.
Yeah.
It's them mimicking the squeaky wheels.
Oh, is that them? That's it. Yes.
Are they dolphins? No, those are the squeaky wheels.
They're just squeaky.
Beware the wheelers.
Hypersonic. Yeah, beware the wheelers. I might go as one of those guys
comes out.
for
We're the
Halloween.
wheelers.
I bet that would suck.
To be, I'll do it for 10 minutes. And then he goes, all right, everyone saw me. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, you have to like stay bent down on your hand wheels.
Yeah, your heels, your hands, your wheels. Wait, where are my testicles? What am I wheeling
Why did
on
they
right
get
now?
invited to the party at the end? You guys are some assholes.
Because they're the bad guys.
No, they got invited to like the celebration at the end when
the Wheelers did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I didn't notice any Wheelers at the end.
Yeah, when the camera's panning, like when everybody's like clapping and the scarecrow's there, they're like wheeling in, and I'm like, yo, what are these assholes doing here?
Maybe that was just a small segment.
And how'd you get up those stairs?
Yeah, hold on.
That's true.
How'd you get up
I
here?
do know that that the Princess Ozma, the actress that played her, had a British accent, and the director didn't like the way it sounded, so he dubbed it over with his own daughter.
That's weird. Emma Ridley. What? But British accents are great. They're great for everything, especially for like, oh, this
fantasy.
is a distant land kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For an American audience, I'll give them a British accent. Just British them out. That'll be fine.
There's an ocean.
Yeah. Like, hello, oh, they're so majestic and mystical.
Nah, you don't want like Cockney.
Yeah.
Well, you're here with your trouble and strife.
I can hear it. Exactly. I can hear it. They're saying color with a U. Oh my god!
I can hear it. I can feel it.
How mystical is this? Color.
I need to take my goggles off.
Cool shit.
I need to hide in a well.
And we're done.
Help.
Oh, stay tuned. If you've listened this far, by the way, the movie I found out that was about the pizza tree that reminded me of Oz in this movie with the lunch pails in the tree is called Magic Island from 1995 with Zachary Ty Bryan.
Oh god.
I think it's worth a watch. Fame? I think we're gonna do it. From Home Improvement fame,
Brad?
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
it's Brad.
It's Brad. Yeah, Zachary Ty Bryan.
It's funny that you brought up Home
Island.
Improvement today because they just put out on Instagram a picture of Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the mom, Richardson.
Jill.
I can't remember. Yeah, Jill, but her name in real life is something Richardson. I can't remember her first name. And then the youngest brother,
Randy.
Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Randy.
Brad.
All of them together. Randy was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's right.
I know, but like just making up names. Steven?
Is Bobby.
Stefan. I'm pretty sure he was.
But
in
yeah,
there.
they just released that today. A picture of the three of them together. So that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
'cause
I did
he
see
doesn't
that.
act anymore. JTT
They were going to see Spider-Man.
Hell
But,
yeah, dude.
I
I
mean,
can't wait.
Faruza Balk is still around and working. I
Yeah.
would totally say, hey, Faruza, let's do
Get on the pod.
get on the pod, but also let's do Return to Oz again,
Yeah.
and let's see
Let's
another
ride this
sequel,
train
dude.
again.
Come
Let's
on
do
the
it.
pod.
We'll end it with, instead of ruby slippers, we'll give you ruby goggles, and you can take them off and
Take
end
'em
up in a
off.
well.
Rip 'em off, and you're there.
Like VR, you're out.
Yeah, you're done.
I just want to see somebody end up in a well.
And Lassie barking over the top. Like, I found them. They're back.
Sometimes you take off the goggles and you teleport to a Subway in Long Island.
You're eating shawarma with
That's
the
it.
Avengers.
With the Avengers.
Hey, guys, we did it.
Has everyone heard of shawarma? Oh, God.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. This movie was a lot of fun to do. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did putting together this ridiculous episode for this horror classic, Return to Oz. It is definitely worth watching once to experience the strangeness, especially if you were to watch Wizard of Oz and then follow it with Return to Oz, just to take like that happiness and that joy that you get from the Wizard of Oz, except for the flying monkeys and dropping a house on somebody, to what happened to my life? Why am I so terrified right now?
You were there.
Not even was.
You were there.
Exactly.
I don't know you, but you were there.
Check us out on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But please comment. Let us know what you want to hear, what sequels you thought deserve to make our list. We really appreciate any interaction, especially comments, because we want to build a community around this. We want to give you things that you want to hear, or talk about crap that you are nostalgic for, like we do every week. Check us out on Instagram, nostalgialand.podcast. We have products, goods, and services. Do we still have our Shopify up?
Shopify is currently down for the moment,
Okay.
but I'm going to work on getting it back up for the holiday season.
Yeah,
So
we got to get our products back out there. Our products. So you can laugh along with us. But check us out on Spotify. You can watch. It's better where you can watch us, because there's some sight gags, especially today. Matt put together a nice sign for us that threw a callback to the Waterboy. Very funny. But thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys so much, and we do this for you guys as much as we do it for us. And until next time,
I'm Matt.
I'm Trey.
and I'm Tyler. Cowbunga.